Hey everybody, this is Chris of Coalition Gaming here, and we got another video coming at you. We're going to be doing a first time PC build in my old case. This is going to be for my fiance's little brother, so I guess let's get right to it. Let's talk about the specs. To start out, we have the EVGA X58 SLI motherboard. This is the LE variant, and this is the one that I picked up back in the hardware hunting video that I did. Probably the last of the X58 boards I'm going to have for a while, but if you guys wanted to see that video, it's linked right up here. And so EVGA X58, 8 gigabytes of super talent DDR3 1600. And while I understand that triple channel is probably the better way to go for a system like this, we're just going as budget as we can, get everything up and running. So 8 gigs and dual channel should get the job done. And we'll have some benchmarks later on for you guys to see, but everything should be pretty good. We're going to have a Thermaltake 600 watt power supply, and that power supply should do really good in the system, should be plenty, especially because it's going to be powering an HD 7970 GHz Edition. And that's a pretty good graphics card, honestly, and it's probably about on par with about a 1050 Ti, something like that, which again, I scored that for 60 bucks. The cooler itself, I found out, is worth $70, so it's already worth it straight off the bat. I did have to get a little creative getting some fans on it, but fortunately they keep it pretty much under 60 degrees Celsius at all times, no matter what the load, which is really good for air cooled, although the fan and the heatsink and all that stuff is pretty big. For storage, we're going to do a 128 gigabyte SSD as well as a 500 gigabyte regular spinning drive, but a 2.5 inch one, and that's going to be for games and all that stuff, so documents, all of it. And so the main thing that you guys are seeing in the frame right now here is the Deepcool this is the Deepcool Dukase V2. Pretty nice case overall, honestly. It's got a disk drive, so we're going to be going a little old school on that. I know the trend has been moving away from those, but it's going to be good to have that just in case. USB 3.0 on the front with the 2.0 as well, fan controller, bunch of other stuff. You know, you got the drives here, PSU, shroud, power supply is going to be nice and hidden under here. Overall, great case. If you wanted to check out my original build and review on it, it's going to be linked right up here as well as in the description. So let's get building.
So Ricky, these are the RAM sticks right here, and they fit right in these slots. And if you notice, there's a little notch, little spot for a notch right here, and it matches up with it on the RAM stick. So go ahead and give that a shot. So Ricky, here is the processor, and it's a really good one. So if you look at it real quick, you see that it just slides in right into the socket like that. It has its own little notches on it, which you can see right on the side. Also has the diamond right here, and the diamond lines up with the diamond marked on the socket. So go ahead and drop that in, give it a try. Very good. So the cover goes down over it, then we pull that lever down into the little clasp on the bottom. Just down like that. Yep, right down that way. It's going to have a little bit of resistance, but then it just locks right in, just like that. Alright, now that the motherboard is ready, we're going to go ahead and get that dropped in. So Ricky, come on in, grab it, and pick the head up, and you see here, just line it up. No, now you're going to take it off of the pad, and then we're going to drop it onto the screws there. So just be a little careful with it here. You don't want to drop it or do anything rough with it. But you see it's going to line up with the screw holes. Move it down more. More.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. Board installed. So now we're actually going to start screwing it down.
Okay, so right in the center of this process, you want to put a grain of rice to about a pea size of thermal paste. So go ahead and do that. As you press down on it, the thermal paste will spread. So opposite corners, but don't go too tight with that thing. Now for the moment of truth. Go ahead and hit it. And now for the benchmarks. So the build got a little bit delayed because I forgot my box of screws and miscellaneous parts and some fans as well. Had I been able to help him put the computer together, it would have been without an intake fan and without an exhaust fan, which probably wouldn't have been great, but it would have been fine for the time being until I could have gotten that stuff installed for him. And well, fortunately my fiance just happened to be around my house, picked up the stuff, brought it to me, and I was able to help him get through the rest of the build. So you guys saw the benchmarks, it actually does fairly decently in modern games, and the end result, let's say if we had to put a number on it, the computer probably was around $285 total as it stands, and so realistically around 300 bucks. So this is pretty great for that kind of money, especially in the current market. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my fiance's little brother building his first computer. He's really happy with it, and I'm sure he can't wait to get gaming. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Everything just went well once we started building and really got into it. And yeah, so like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we always got more coming, so we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you're wondering about this guy right here. Well, this is the EVGA computer that we won, built by Jay's 2 cents, and there's going to be more coming on that, so stay tuned. Bye.